Hello Anonymous, I have been watching your campaign against Scientology since its inception, and have been impressed by your commitment and momentum in building a movement to confront this quiet evil that has for too long flown under the radar of the common man. I am inspired by your creativity and the speed and ease with which you have generated a distributed network of activists and contributors. But while I stand behind you, I cannot stand with you. I am not anonymous. I am known, and will be known. I have created this identity to help distinguish myself from your movement as I endeavor to provide a perspective from outside with an understanding from inside. Please do not misconstrue my concerns and criticism as attacks or attempts at subterfuge, as I only wish to remind Anonymous of its goals and the utility of its actions. You may consider me a superego, of sorts, if that is not too grandiose a title to bestow upon oneself. Currently, there is much anticipation of the 10th of February, and rightly so. Street protests are an excellent way of raising awareness of an issue and demonstrating the strength of public opinion. Guard yourselves, however, is so often the pretext of raising awareness is used to justify self-indulgent and ineffective protesting. How many Facebook groups dedicated to solving one hot-button issue have used this same justification for their ineffectual existence? How many groups that you yourselves have mocked and raided? Remember this after February 10th. Raising awareness and adding to your ranks is important, but only if there is something that comes after for these new recruits to do. Ensure that there are big plans for the period following February 10th. Letter writing campaigns, engagement with legislators, set clear goals and objectives that will have a meaningful impact on the church. This will allow Anonymous to stay on target and also stay motivated, as it is able to track its wins and progress toward wins. Develop catchy anti-Scientology slogans to attract public attention. So far so many slogans have been about Anonymous. Joe Public does not care, nor does he need to, about Anonymous. He needs to care about Scientology. Cater for this in your materials. Similarly, do not forget your pledge that Anonymous is attacking the institution of the so-called Church of Scientology and not the followers of Scientology itself. Maybe an exception will be made in Mr. Crew's case, in light of his high-profile, terrible films and role in the corruption of the Fresh Prince. But for the rank and file, remember that they, more than anyone else, are the victims of this organization. Do not use the memory of Lisa McPherson, a Scientologist unto death, as a cudgel to intimidate or taunt these people. Read the links provided with this message to educate yourself on the nature of the training Scientology recruits endure, and the frustration and inadequacy many feel as they stall, and are forced to purchase more and more sessions. These are scared, lonely people, however aggressively they may act. Silence the critics of your movement. Show that you are not in this simply to justify a hormonal urge for rebellion and destruction. By reaching out to these people, care for them. This may sound like a soft approach, but these vulnerable individuals are the foundation upon which the rotten tower stands. Crack that foundation and the fissures will run right to the top. Valentine's Day approaches. I recommend raids to distribute Valentine's cards to Scientologists as they leave their centers. Naturally, you will sign the cards as anonymous, in the tradition of the season. Also inscribe a message of comfort, or a link to a website, that may help these people by letting them know that they are not alone, and that we are working to help them. In the coming times, the challenges you face and the tasks you undertake may require you to be less than anonymous. Do not deceive yourselves, and do not fear. While Scientology is indeed frivolously litigious, it is not your anonymity that protects you. It is your numbers. Just as your script kiddies overwhelm their web presence, so your activists will overwhelm their capacity to prosecute. Do not forget that other name you call yourself. You are Legion. And that is your strength. Do not forgive. Do not forget. Knowledge is free. I stand behind you.